Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. On board the Cunard Queen Mary 2, my little handy dandy deck by deck guide. Today's date is August the 24th. It's Saturday, August the 24th, 2024, and it's our first day at sea going from New York over to Southampton. I don't know if you've ever gotten one of these in the past. Have you ever been on a cruise before? But this is pretty handy. You get one of these fancy dancy fold out deals and it shows you all the deck numbers and all the stuff on board the ship. Pretty cool stuff. We had a bit of we had a little excitement today on board the ship. Something totally off the itinerary. We had a medical evac today. You don't get those every day. We got an announcement from the captain that passenger was having an issue and needed to be medically evac'd. We had turned around. The ship had completely turned around. Here's a shot of where we were heading from earlier today. Let me see if I can move myself over to maybe here. There I am. Hi, everybody. So I guess what happened was, we were coming out of New York. You can just barely tell there on the left. And we sailed out yesterday afternoon and we were rolling along. All of a sudden, we're going back. We're heading back to the United States. And here's a close-up shot of the itinerary and of the path that we were, passage we were on. And we were definitely heading back towards the Boston area, actually. And I guess what ended up happening was a passenger became ill, and our friends at the Coast Guard sent out a helicopter, and I caught it here. This unit, it circled the ship a few times today. It sort of did about 3 passes. The captain had come on and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a medical emergency. Please, the open decks are closed off, and staff are now instructed to, command at their command posts." And I guess the medical team got involved, and the helicopter did hover over the ship. Eventually, we could hear it above. You can see how skillful I am with my camera. Trying to zoom in on it and watch it. And it took a while, but they did get it done. And once the passenger was gathered, the helicopter went on her way. And captain was saying that it's headed to Boston, and the patient will get excellent care there. And that was our excitement for the day. We had a medical evac right on the first day of the cruise. If this had happened tomorrow or the day after, no way would a helicopter be able to make it to the ship. Even as it was leaving, I was having trouble zooming in on this craft. I'd zoom out and I'd zoom in again and try to find it, and it's just a little dot there, and it was hard to track because they sure weren't waiting for me to get the shot. Off they went with the passenger, and hopefully all will be well. All right. Anyway, the ship is beautiful. Queen Mary 2, absolutely great. Jen and I are very pleased. It's official. I am here. I'm definitely on board this baby. We got on here yesterday in the early afternoon. We left New York, downtown New York. We had a wonderful time in Manhattan. This is one of the first shots that I took from our cabin, from our balcony, sheltered balcony of Manhattan, sitting here in Brooklyn, waiting to cast off, and shot over there of, I believe that's the Empire State Building, and you see Manhattan here. The Freedom Tower will show up here in a minute. There she is, Freedom Tower, Battery Park. This is Grosvenor Island, if that's the right way to pronounce it, right in front of us. Helicopters, by the way, coming and going. Oh my goodness. There's the Statue of Liberty across the way. we had helicopters coming and going. It was obviously a Friday afternoon with a whole bunch of people heading out, and oh my God, the racket! What a terrible racket! I have to say, it wasn't a what we would call a pleasant, quiet start to our holiday. But nonetheless, took the chance, took the time to go out on the promenade deck, and I took a shot here of the Brooklyn area. So you'll see some folks walking along here. We're already getting our exercise on the promenade deck and getting ready for this 1 week cruise across the North Atlantic to Southampton. I love ships with a promenade deck. I really do. This ocean liner is perfectly designed for this feature. This is the back of the ship here. We're just coming towards the very end of the promenade deck, about to come out to the very end of it, and you'll be able to see some of the pool area here, deck area back here. This part of the deck here, this part of the ship, is reserved for Princess Grill passengers. But on this particular day, they were organizing everything, washing the decking and getting ready. And people were coming in and figuring out where their cabins were and getting introduced to their room stewards and so on. So I just took an opportunity here to get the Empire State Building shot over there, and looking at the same area that we were staying at just for 4 nights at the Embassy Suites. A couple shots here, another little video for you. This area here is where the pets are kept. This is where we keep your dogs, and here it is right here, the kennel. There's the door, so you can kennels and kennel entrance. And off to the side, you'll notice there's a fire hydrant and there's a light pole for the dogs to do their little thing in. So if you want to piddle, North American dogs can use the fire hydrant. British dogs can use that light pole, which is apparently from Liverpool, once located just outside the building of the headquarters of Cunard. How about that? In our cabin, I grabbed my camera and I decided to give you a view of our balcony. This is our sheltered balcony, and you can see we have 2 chairs out here that are somewhat reclinable, and a little table in the middle. And I walked from one end over to the other, and I sort of turned around, and I like this balcony. This is great. It's almost always in the shade, and so you're not going to be having the sun beat on you during the day. Little table in the middle there, and a little handrail there at the front, and a little shelf there, and you can look out and see the outside world. Fantastic! Absolutely, very happy with this balcony. Actually, we're on the 6th deck, so we're 6 decks off the from the bottom, and not a bad view. Not complaining at all. And first thing this morning, when we got up, or when I got up, actually. Early this morning, I was up at about 7 in the morning. I couldn't believe, first of all, look how clean my fingers are. Isn't that great? I couldn't believe how clear or how calm the ocean was. We're 150 miles out of New York, I guess, this morning, something like that. Been sailing all night long, and look at that water. It was just unbelievable. We were going about 10 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour, because in this region of the Atlantic, right at this time of year, there are a lot of whales being spotted. There's a lot of whale activity. And so marine traffic is restricted to a slower speed to give the mammals a bit of time. Get out of the way. I don't know if there's a mammal breaching here, if any whales are breaching in this footage, but it's just so gorgeous. It's mesmerizing. I was just amazed by how calm it was. We had a perfectly clear day. It's now almost 4 or 5 in the afternoon around here, and it is still a clear sky day with virtually no wind and super calm seas. And so we've been promised by our captain that our crossing will be very uneventful, that we really are not going to be experiencing any rough weather or anything of that nature. The hurricanes have come and gone, a couple of them from Florida and up and through Bermuda and up. But out here right now, this is absolutely gorgeous, and it's pretty darn nice. We found our check-in procedure to be very straightforward yesterday. Not a really complicated thing. By the time we got to the dock and on the ship, probably an hour. The longest time was spent in line waiting to get to the check-in counter to just verify our name and our room number and have our boarding passes stamped and good to go. And once we were on the ship, we were free to go wherever we wanted. We came right to our cabin, dropped off our carry-ons. Our luggage was already here. Our luggage beat us, which was something else. And so we did a little unpacking, and the room was all ready to go. And we headed out for a little walkabout and ended up at the buffet and grabbed a little bite to eat. And that was around I'd say about 2:30 in the afternoon. The ship left New York around 5:30ish, and we were already. As a matter of fact, we were moving out of New York at just after 6 o'clock, and we were in the dining room watching the Statue of Liberty say goodbye. We were saying goodbye to her, and then we went under the Verrazzano Bridge and out into the open sea, and smooth as can be. You cannot tell we're at sea. Even right now, you cannot tell we're in the ocean moving at all. Cannot feel a thing. It's just absolutely stable. We're probably going at the moment 20 knots an hour, about 23 miles an hour right now. And I have a glass of water right here. And if I put this here on my computer right there, if you see it right there, see if this will do anything. There it is. This water is not moving. I mean, it's just sitting there. I can barely detect any motion. I mean, we're at sea right now, and it's just silky smooth. The ship is 2,600 passengers right now. That's about how many are here. 1,300 crew. Service has been very good. I had heard that the service was slow and that it would be a while, but I hadn't had any indication of that. So no worries there. We're very pleased with service. Food is great. And everyone on board is just happy as can be. This is the 400th crossing of the Queen Mary 2 across the North Atlantic. The 400th. So there you have it. There you go. There's an update for you from today about what's going on here regarding this medical evacuation that took place today. Unbelievable. Hopefully the passenger will be all right. And we'll keep you posted on this trip. We'll bring you more footage from the inside of the ship, not just the outside, next few days. And we're working our way to Southampton. Thanks for joining me today. See you next time. Bye for now.